A lot of people think it's impossible to finish a bachelor's degree, complete a bachelor's degree within your first enlistment while you're in active duty with no prior college. Right? And I'm just here to say that's not so fast. Before I get to that conclusion, not so fast. There, it is possible, and I can say it's possible because I have done it. So,
do not tell me it can't be done.
here are 10 things what I think, actually 11 things where I think what you got to do to get that done. So, first thing is decide.
Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide.
Is prepare. So as soon as you join the military, while in upgrade training, the first thing you want to do is start preparing. You know, while you're in upgrade training, doing CDC stuff like that, you want to make sure that you are getting those prerequisite knockout. You want to make sure that you not prerequisite, but you want to start reaching out to colleges, reaching out to. So you want to get your transcript transfer, but get your TA brief. You can do a TA brief before going to college, before your supervisor sign you off. To apply for FAFSA, that's one thing, and other scholarships. So you're gonna need scholarships if you're gonna knock out a bachelor's degree within your first enlistment. And then next thing you want to do is you want to find your supervisor, and that one class I would highly encourage it to be a hybrid. So you have going once a week. Then you have everything online. So it kind of get you ready for online because you're going to have to do online classes, whether you believe it or not. So that's one thing I want to do is start getting ready. Do a hybrid class when you start executing. There are some classes you might be able to take during your lunch breaks. I was able to take classes during my lunch break. Got your tower cooler 1, 2. Our traffic cooler 1, 2, transition to the north, where 1,500, Cessna 172, cooler 1, 2. Thing is going to be keep up the momentum. So just remember that a lot of people are going to tell you why it makes sense to not go to college in the military. A lot of people are going to tell you that, hey man, wait until you get out, wait until you use your GI Bill. Don't go to college right now. GI Bill is a better option, which, for some people that might be the right thing. For some people, it might not be. Especially if you want to finish your degree within your first enlistment. That's not going to be. Second thing is that there are going to be people who want to do it, but they don't think it's possible. So, it's always doing a lot of things is much easier whenever you have people to do it along with you. So this is where you want to be a leader, get people to come on board with you. And once these people come on board with you, you can, you lead them. Both of you guys keep momentum up. But at the same time, you want to surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you, who's going to tell you, hey, man, dude, that's a great opportunity. Go ahead and keep going. And if you can't find those people that's going to keep you going, then what you got to do is you just got to keep going by yourself, Just get the momentum, have a good reason why you want to go. Find, have your why. So next is time management, not sacrifice. So again, Air traffic cooler 1, 2, 3 miles southeast of Chinaman's Head, transition northbound, cooler 1, 2. So there are a lot of reasons. The reason why a lot of people don't go to college while they're in the military is because they think they got to sacrifice their time. They got to sacrifice their hobbies. They got to sacrifice time with their families. And to some people, that might be legitimate. But I personally believe that, hey, man, it's not too much sacrifice, but it's all about time management. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is that you really aren't giving them a lot of time. For me, I was able to travel to about 15 countries while in school full-time. I was able to learn to fly an airplane while going to school full-time in Hawaii. I was able to travel around the Hawaiian Islands. I've always done stuff, skydiving. Think about it, I've done it. I've done a lot of cool stuff. And for a good amount of time when I was going to school, I was in a relationship. Think long-term. This is a strategy that I recommend. So go to first of all, you gotta go to a regional accredited university. There's no.
We also have the Cessna 8299 Bravo, 2,000 feet over Dole, due southbound.
The other thing I would say is, again, you want to go to an accredited university. So this is the strategy that I recommend is you're more than likely not going to be able to finish full time if you're doing 16-week classes. Again, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but you know, it will definitely take a lot to do it that way. Or take it more. So the strategy that I recommend is doing go to a school that has 5-week classes. They're original accredited. Before you go to that school, you want to find a school that you want to graduate with, which is going to be a better school. So like for me, this is what I did. I graduated from Northern State University, which was the number 2 university and number 3 university, and number 4 university in South Dakota. So that's where I graduated from. But I did majority of my college credits to the University of Maryland, Argosy University, Honolulu Community College, a bunch of different schools I did. I traded them all. I transferred to that university and was able to get them finished. So again, what I said is that so when I was going to University of Argosy University, they shut down. They're no longer in operation. I did 5 weeks, and by doing 5 weeks classes, I was able to knock out 20 classes in 1 year. That was the best year in 2018. By doing it that way. But again, you want to do a lot of research to make sure that the credits you're taking at these breaks. So most school will give a 2 weeks break and in between semesters. So use that time to take leave, man. Go on leave. Like for me, I was able to, want to coordinate with your supervisors. When to line your leave up just when your school is on break. So when you're on break, you're actually on break. There were some times when that worked out in my favor, and sometimes I was on vacation doing school. And I remember while I was in Spain, running home from the club to go do a discussion, man, that shit sucks. So one thing you could do to avoid that is do all your homework before going on vacation. Just explain it to your instructor. Most of them will be understanding. Arrival with information echo, just 2,400, 2 miles northeast of interchange.
013, ship approach, roger, radar contact, squawk 0276. Clear to enter Bravo airspace, proceed the right, left base, runway 4 right.
Clear to enter Bravo airspace, North 6, arrival, direct left base at 4 at Kula 12. Alright, so this is where we start shutting up now, and pay attention.
Silly Willy Billy is a million miles away. When I had a little mind that I needed him to say, but I don't now, cause I'm on my dad, I'm a grown-up boy. Saving all my money, gonna buy myself a new toy. Took a jet to the bottom of the visionary mind, where I'm making up the words to a song that doesn't rhyme. If you can't see me, then you better leave a note. Wait, scratch that, cause I'm never gonna be at home. Home, such a funny little thought. Everybody thinks now that I oughta rock. Nah, true, if you know what's best for you. Shut my eyes down now, can I get a deep blue? Sipping 7-Up like a full grown man. Even got a beard now, got it looking so grand. On a counterfeited land in the middle of my palm, and I can't admit I don't belong.
People in the military stop going to school because life happens, You can't stop happening, but there are a few things you can do to make the ride a little less. So do not get in trouble at work where they can shut your TA off. Just for one. Do not become a single parent. I mean, you know what you gotta do not to get pregnant. Don't become a single parent. Again, don't spend depth, your focus automatically switches to something different. Number 9 is ask for help. So I was gonna fail it if I didn't get a friend who helped me knock it out. So if some class is gonna be tough, man, you just gotta ask for their help. Have somebody help you out when those days get tough. Don't just struggle through it by yourself and fail it, and then it takes a little longer. And then number 10, whether you're in school or not, that time will pass. That time is going to pass. So might as well let that time worth something. Might as well have some. Number 11 might get a little more complicated. I never got deployed. I never been on a TDY before. Besides, I know if ALS counts, but besides those, I've never been on a TDY. So I don't know what happens, what makes things a little different. Again, different jobs give you different hours. For most of my job, it was a guaranteed 8 hours per day. There was almost zero chances of me actually working at 12 hours. There were times when there's exercise, but for the most part, there's a little less chance that I'm going to show up on a weekend. So depends on the school you're going to. And personally, I think that even if I had a weird job, I would have been kicking my ass regardless. I would have my bachelor's about 2 weeks ago. I got my pilot license about 2 weeks ago, and this is for real. It's possible.
Else has achieved it before. You can too. And I guarantee you, whatever you seek, there will be a reference of someone achieving it somewhere on this great planet. Find the story, model them, and then better them. It matters not the color of your skin. It matters not where you were born. It matters not the limits of your friends and family. The only thing that matters is you.